Anyway, so I didn't seen that. I didn't know that that was a part of Christianity. But the point is, I didn't really want anything to do with it. I went to church. I saw the things. Sports was really my life. I just didn't care. I didn't have a value for church or for God. So I just kind of lived my own life. But I believed that God existed. So I called myself a Christian. I believe the Christian God, Jesus, was probably that God. But no devotion to him, just living for myself. And then when I was 16, one of my best friends, Jonah Engel, we went to high school together. We actually kind of grew up together. And we actually co-founded with another guy named Bryce, the ministry we lead today, Every Heart. So it's fun. This all started back when we were teenagers. But I'm like 15, 16 years old, and I see this kid, Jonah, and he claimed to be a Christian. I claimed to be a Christian. We went to this public school together, and I was like, his life looks a lot different than mine. So I was like, what Jesus is that guy following? And, basically he starts bringing me to youth group, and I started encountering Jesus, actually. I'm like, oh my gosh. And so I started genuinely trying to pursue the Lord when I was 15 or 16 years old.
Wow.
And then, but I kind of shared this too. I didn't really, no one ever taught me about, so from that moment, I had a real moment where I really wanted to follow God, but still no one taught me about, neither of us really knew that this was available, but no one ever taught me about intimacy with the Lord. Everything we're talking about was foreign to me. And no one ever taught me about the power of the Holy Spirit. And so I spent the next 3 years being a Christian, trying to fight sin with religion, and it didn't work. I would try to fight my sin habits with going to church more, reading the Bible more, just all I knew. I just didn't know what I didn't know. And so this is what I thought Christianity was, and it wasn't working, just religious things and more works. I needed his presence. I didn't know that, but that's what I needed, was a real communion with the Lord. And so I basically make a bunch of mistakes, and sin is leading my life, and I'm so broken, so bound by sin. And it was that place of brokenness that led me to pursue the presence of God. And I wouldn't have been able to use that language at the time, but I'm broken. I'm like, God, I need you. God met me in my dorm room at Cornerstone University, and I began to get addicted to the presence of God, just reading my Bible, worshiping, praying. And I was like meeting him like a real person. And I'm like gaining power over sin in my life. And I'm, getting redeemed, getting healed, getting set free of all this crap. And I'm like, how come no one ever told me I can know Jesus like this? Like, this